What's going on, guys? How do you do? It's your boy Gray here, and welcome back to the channel. It's been some time since we've done a tier list ranking kind of a video, so I think it's time to make a new one. I found a really cool tier maker list of my personal favorite movie genre, horror movies. So let's get into this, and real quick, if you guys can drop an early like on today's video, subscribe if you're new around here, and let me know in the comment section below if you guys agree or disagree with any of the choices that I make. All right, so for the tier list here, we have 200 plus horror movies that we're going to put into these categories of S tier, very scary, A, decent, B, average, C, bad / did not enjoy, D, have not seen but interested, and E, have not seen, not interested. And I'm going to try and leave the S tier, that very scary S tier. I'm gonna try and leave that for movies that genuinely scared me, that actually freaked me out. You know what? I changed the A tier to good. Decent sounded a little condescending, so switch that to good. All right, here we go. Evil Dead, The Evil Dead. I'm gonna put that on good, man. I thought it was a really good horror movie. It had some really good moments, and it was bloody and gory. It had some possession and stuff, and demons and all that stuff. That's good. All right, next up here, guys, Wrong Turn 3. This is Left 4 Dead. Funny enough, I have not seen Wrong Turn 2 or 3, but I saw the first one. Haven't seen the third one yet, so I'm gonna say I have not seen but interested, because I enjoyed the first one. Next here, guys, Silent Night Deadly Night 4. I believe that says Initiation. Never seen it, and no interest at the moment. Let me know if you guys have seen it. Next up here, guys, is Jurassic World, and I actually just made a new row here that's not horror. I'm sorry, Jurassic World is not horror, at least in my opinion. It's not horror. Next up here, guys, Saw 4. I've seen most of the Saw films. I think the last maybe 2 or 3 I have not seen, and I gotta say, everything up to like Saw 5 was decent. Even Saw 5 was like pushing it a bit. So I'm gonna say good here for Saw 4. All right, next up here, guys, we have Child's Play, and I think this is where things are gonna get a little dicey in the comment section. I'm sorry, I did not find Child's Play scary at all, so I'm sorry to do this, but I'm putting it under the bad / did not enjoy. I just don't understand a Chucky appeal. I just don't get it. That one's definitely gonna ruffle some feathers, I think. Next up here, guys, we have Jaws, The Revenge. I've only ever seen the first Jaws movie, and I thought that it was all right. Like, even that one, it was a good movie, but it didn't scare me that much. So for Jaws, The Revenge, which I didn't even know was one of the Jaws movies, I'm gonna put have not seen and not interested. Next, we have The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and this is the 2003 one, which in my personal opinion is a fantastic horror movie. I'm gonna put that under good. Next here, guys, we have Jack Frost 2, The Revenge of the Mutant Killer. I think that's what it says. Never seen it, and I'm sorry, not interested at all. Next here, guys, we have Hellraiser 4. I've only ever seen Hellraiser 1 and 2. I've never seen 4, but that is something I would be interested in seeing, so I'll put in have not seen but interested. Next here, guys, The Hills Have Eyes, and this is the old Hills Have Eyes. I feel like I have seen this movie, but I'm blanking on it right now, but I do remember some memorable moments from that movie, and I know how beloved it is from the horror fan community, from the horror movie community, so I'm gonna put it under average, just because at the moment I feel like I've definitely seen it, just don't remember anything from it at the moment. But right away, the poster, I remember the 2 characters, right? I remember both of those guys. Next here, guys, another Silent Night movie. I've never seen any of the Silent Night movies. I've never seen that franchise, have no interest in that franchise at the moment, so I'm gonna put not interested. Stephen King's Pet Sematary. This one I'll put under average. I did see it, and I saw the new one also. Wasn't a big fan of the new one, but I think the old one has a bit of like but the old one has this atmosphere to it, and they did a really good job with like the prosthetics and making the animals look all weird and stuff and creepy, and the music score and everything was good. I'm put under average. Wasn't a favorite of mine, but not bad. Next up here, guys, If They Hear You, They Hunt You. All right, next here, guys, If They Hear You, They Hunt You. This is A Quiet Place. This is the first one. The first one is one of the best horror movies. Not necessarily for like the jump scares, but just the overall vibe and the feel, and not to mention the incredible story that's told about the family. It's a really good horror movie, really good movie in general. Go check that one out if you guys haven't seen it. I'll put it under good. All right, next up here, guys, The Exorcist. I believe this is the beginning one. I feel like I've seen all of the Exorcist movies. I just don't remember this one. I'm gonna say I have not seen it just because I don't remember anything about this movie. So I'm gonna say have not seen it, but interested because I've seen all of the Exorcist Exorcist movies, whether they're good or bad. And my controller is running low on battery. Hang on. All right, following that here, guys, this is I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, part of the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise. This one was a bad movie. It was not good. Next up here, guys, Friday the 13th, the original, the first one. I'm gonna put that under good. I mean, it's a really good horror movie. I'll say good. Next here, guys, Saw 3D. I saw this one in the theaters and it was pretty bad. There's another Child's Play here. Again, hey, sorry to the Chucky fandom. It's just not for me. I didn't enjoy Chucky. He wasn't scary to me at all. I just didn't understand why you couldn't just kick him, or I don't know, put him like under a box or something and put like a brick on top and just, I don't know. Oh, next up here. Oh, here we go. This is it. Here's our first one in the section. Ladies and gentlemen, The Conjuring. This is the first Conjuring. This is going right here, S tier. Not only did this movie scare the living daylights out of me, certain scenes, but it was based off like Ed and Lorraine Warren's, who like I was a big fan of, and like I followed their journey. I even bought their books and stuff growing up. I even have a ticket to go to Ed and Lorraine Warren's museum. I never went because I was too scared. So not only is this like one of, in my personal opinion, one of the best horror movies, I honestly just think it's one of the best movies. It just tells a really incredible story that was shot incredibly. It was the score, the music, everything was just so good about this movie. And they didn't use a lot of CGI, which was great. I don't want to say they didn't use a lot. I don't think they used any. All right, next here, guys, we have It Chapter 2, and this is the new It, like the new ones. I'm gonna say good. I enjoyed the It movies, It 1 and It 2. And from that universe, the Conjuring universe, we have the first Annabelle movie. I enjoyed the Annabelle movies. I think I enjoyed the first one and the last one the best. The second one didn't do it too good for me, but the first one I'll put average. I think I'll put it under average because it wasn't a terrible story. It just kind of relied heavily on like stupid little jump scares that just weren't that good. All right, next up we got The Exorcist, and this is the original Exorcist. You know what? This is going up on the S tier under very scary. Till this day, this movie freaks me out. I even read the book, and the book freaked me out. This movie was, and it still is, just one of the scariest movies ever made. I think it just makes you feel very uneasy and like you shouldn't be watching what's on the screen almost. All right, next here, guys, Aliens, and this is, I believe this is the original Aliens movie. You know what? I'm putting that under good. I actually really enjoyed the original Aliens, the first one. They did a great job. Really good, decent jump scares, nice story as well. So good horror movie, good. All right, next here, guys, The Hills Have Eyes 2. Now this one, I remember it very well. This was back, like, I remember not college, but like high school, and I remember watching this. Yeah, I was a senior high school. I remember watching this movie. It was decent. It wasn't like an incredibly scary movie, or the story, the plot wasn't necessarily. It was more like gory and just like creepy vibes, but not bad, average. Oh boy, next up, The Descent. I gotta say, man, you guys, I don't know if you guys are gonna agree with me with this one here, but Descent was a very, very scary and creepy movie. Till this day, watching it, I mean, they just did this movie so well. It is such a brilliantly done horror movie. One of the worst things about being such a big fan of the horror movie genre is how often they mess up on endings, and this is one of those movies where they did not drop the ball. All right, Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, this is definitely going up under good. I think it's a really good horror movie. The majority of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies are pretty good. Next here, guys, Freddy versus Jason. I'm gonna put this under average. I think it's a fun movie. It's a fun horror movie. I think it takes a bit of it takes some time to really get into the core of what this movie is, which is the Freddy versus Jason stuff. But overall, a pretty fun movie. Not bad. It's just not that scary. It's more fun. Piranha 2. I don't know if I've ever seen Piranha. I think I saw the first Piranha movie, and I definitely saw that Piranha 3D, I think it was. But 2, I don't remember, and I don't really have an interest of watching that one. So I'll put have not seen, not interested. Next up here, guys, we have Stephen King's Children of the Corn, and I gotta say, man, this is actually a pretty decent movie. Like, it's not necessarily too creepy. Actually, it is creepy, and let me take that back. It's not that it's not creepy. It's not necessarily too scary, I think, but it does have a creepy vibe, and it is a fun watch. So I'm gonna put it under average. All right, next one here, guys, Arachnophobia. Never seen it. I don't even know what this movie is. I'm gonna put it under have not seen, not interested. This next one might surprise a few of you. Next one is Cujo. I am 100% aware of what Cujo is and what happens, but I have never seen it. I've never seen Cujo. So I'm gonna put Cujo under have not seen and not interested. Unfortunately, not interested. I feel like I know the gist of the story. I get it, but I've just never seen it. All right, next up here, guys, The Shining. And you know what? It's funny. When I was younger, this movie didn't necessarily scare me that much, but like I saw it like in my adult age, like I was like 28 or something when I rewatched it. And as an adult, I don't know what it is, man. As an adult, I'm gonna put this under S tier, man. Very scary. It really creeped me out. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen that documentary that they did on Stanley Kubrick and the way that, and all the little tiny details that are in this movie. I watched that documentary and then I watched this movie again, and just seeing everything just made this movie so much better for me. So I'm gonna put that under the S tier. All right, next here, guys, Candyman 3. I've only ever seen the first Candyman and then the new Candyman 2. I've never seen 3, but I am terrible. One of my biggest fears is like phobias is bees. So the Candyman was always very creepy to me, but I'm gonna put that under have not seen, not interested, just because it's an old time movie and I don't know. All right, next up here, guys, I'm not sure what movie this is, but I'm assuming, at least like number wise, I'm assuming it's AVP, Alien versus Predator. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've actually never seen any of the Alien versus Predator movies, never. And it's not even because of a lack of interest, I've just never gotten around to watching them. So I'm gonna put under have not seen, but interested. Next here, guys, we have Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. This one I have not seen. Don't know if I'm interested though. Would I be interested in watching this? Yeah, I'll say interested. Next here, guys, we have Land of the Dead. I'm actually gonna put this under average. I thought it was an all right zombies kind of a horror movie, so I'll put it under average. It wasn't too great, wasn't too bad either. All right, next here, guys, this one might ruffle some feathers. We have Poltergeist. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I watched it. I did not enjoy it. I just didn't find it too scary. I found it more like, I don't know, more comical. I don't know. It's weird. I just did not enjoy it. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Like, I know it's under bad / did not enjoy. For me, it's more under the did not enjoy. All right, next here, guys, we have The Nun. The thing with this movie, I'm gonna put it under good. There's so many scenes in this movie that I still think about that creep the shit out of me. For example, like the scene when they finally go to the church or whatever it is, and there's like they see a nun that's covered in black, but you can't see her, but you know it's the nun, and they have a full-on conversation with this nun, but it's like, it's such a creepy ass scene. But the thing about this movie, the ending really kind of dragged a bit, but I still think it's a really good horror movie, so I'm gonna put that under good. All right, next here, guys, we have Anaconda with I remember J-Lo's in this and Ice Cube. I think Owen Wilson is in this movie too. You know what, I didn't necessarily think that this was a horror movie. I'm not gonna put it under horror because it does have certain jump scares. I do remember that. I'm gonna put this under average. You know, it wasn't necessarily a horror movie that I personally would be like, oh my god, it's so scary, but it was a good action thriller kind of a movie, so I'll put that under average. I'm not gonna lie to you guys here, I can't even read what this is, man. Whatever this movie is, I'm just gonna put have not seen, and I'm gonna put not interested. I don't know what that is. I can't really make out what the poster says there because it's written so little, but I think I see something that says Land's End. I don't know what that is. Next here, guys, we have Christine. I've heard about this movie, never seen it, and it's an old movie from the 80s, but I'm gonna put this under have not seen, not interested. And another one here, guys, Children of the Corn. This is 666, and I think it says Isaac's Return. I feel like I've heard about this movie, but I've never seen it, and I don't really have an interest in seeing it, so I'm gonna put that under there. Oh, next up here, guys, we have It Follows. This is one of my personal favorite movies, favorite horror movies, and it had some really creepy moments, really creepy scenes. Trying to see if I want to put it under very scary, because it had moments, but I don't necessarily, it's more just a really fun watch with creepy vibes and a hell of a story, hell of a cast. I'm gonna put it under good. It's a very, very good horror movie. It's one of my favorites. Next here, guys, we have Black Christmas. Never seen this one here, so I'm gonna put it under have not seen and not interested. Next here, guys, we have Seed of Chucky. I'm sorry, have not. I don't think this one I don't think I've seen. I feel like I know what happens because my wife has seen it and she's mentioned it a few times, but I personally, I'm not a big fan of the Chucky series. As I've mentioned, never seen it, and I'm not interested. Next here, guys, we have The Babysitter, which is it's a fairly recent, I wouldn't say too recent, but I think it was like 2017, I think, or something like that, Netflix movie. I remember watching this one. I didn't find it like scary or anything, but it was slightly enjoyable, so I'll just put average for this one. Next here, guys, we have Psycho 2. I actually have not seen this one, but I would be interested in watching it, so I'll put have not seen but interested. This next one is Friday the 13th. This is part 5, A New Beginning. Have not seen this one, actually. I'm gonna put that under have not seen, and am I interested? You know, I'm gonna put that under not interested. I don't think I'm interested. If I haven't seen it by now, I don't think I'm interested. Next here, guys, we have Paranormal Activity 2. The Paranormal Activity series overall is very good. I'm gonna put this under good. I don't want to say it's too scary. It had its moments, but again, there's certain things about horror movies that it's like the endings, they don't get the endings right. Not saying that the ending for this one was too bad. It was decent, but Man, I'm struggling, right? Maybe I do want to put it under very scary. I think I'm gonna leave it under good though, because I feel like if it was very scary, I would have immediately put it. I'm gonna leave it under good. It was a fun watch, and Paranormal Activity 1, 2, and 3 had great moments. So I'm gonna put that under good. Next here, guys, Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is part 2. This is part of the Silent Night. I've never seen any of those movies, and I'm not interested. Next here, guys, The Hills Have Eyes 3. I don't think I've ever seen this one here, man. And honestly, I'm not interested at all. So I'm gonna put that here under not interested. Next, guys, The Birds. I know about this movie. I've never seen it, but I know about it, and it's been referenced several times. I'm gonna put that under not interested though, but I've never seen it, but I'm not interested. Hellraiser 3. I don't think I've seen it. I'm gonna put it under have not seen, but I'll put as interested. I'm pretty sure I've only ever seen the first one. Maybe I've seen the second one. I just can't recall. All right, next here, guys, we have Get Out. This is such a fantastic horror movie. I'm gonna put it under the good here. It has a hell of a story. Jordan Peele's introduction movie to the horror genre, and I mean, this is a fantastic. If you've never seen it, it's a really good movie. Great plot twist at the end, and yeah, I wouldn't say it's very scary, but it was a very good movie. Next here, guys, what do you think? Curse of Chucky. What do you guys think? No. All right, sorry, I've never seen it, and I'm not interested. Children of the Corn 3, I believe this one. Never seen it. Not interested either, but yeah, Children of the Corn 3. There you go. Next here, guys, we have Saw 2. Okay, now we're talking here. Saw 2 is actually, I'm gonna put this up. I think the first 3 Saws are some of the best movies, and they're really scary, really gory, very like a mystery filled and thriller filled. This is really good stuff here. Saw 2, I'm gonna put that under Saw 2 is the one with the house, right? So Saw 2 is memorable for being the one where they're in the house, and I gotta say, man, this is one of the best Saw movies. If you've never seen it, I would even say, I wouldn't say skip one. You gotta watch one, but 2 is such a good movie, such a classic, and it was very scary. All right, next up here, guys, we have Piranha 3D. I just mentioned this one earlier. Piranha 3D, listen, I mean, had a lot of nudity in it. You know what? I'm not gonna put it. I was about to say average. It's not even average, I think. It's just a bad movie. It's not that I didn't enjoy it. It's just such a badly done movie, but it was fun. It was a fun movie to watch. There's a lot of nudity in it, if that's your thing. I mean, it makes the movie worth watching, I guess. All right, next up here. Oh, they have this in here. Look at this option. All right, this is Tucker and Dale versus Evil. This is, if you've never seen this movie, it's a very funny horror, but it's still horror. Very good movie. If you haven't watched it, highly recommend. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Just a very good horror movie in general. Go watch it. And next up, we have I Know What You Did Last Summer, and this is the original one. This is a very good movie. Very good horror movie. Others weren't necessarily that good. The first one was a classic, is a cult classic, and if you've never seen it, highly recommend watching it. The second one was all right, but I really enjoyed this movie a lot. So the first one goes under good. This next one here is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is the beginning one. I'll be honest, man. I'm gonna put it under average just because the Texas Chain. Damn, do I even want to? I'll put it under average. I was thinking about maybe putting it under bad and did not enjoy it, but it's still at the end of the day Leatherface, and it's still gory and it has its moments, but it just wasn't necessarily that good of a movie. I'm gonna put it under average for now. Next here, guys, Children of the Corn 2. Never seen it. I actually would be interested, so I'm gonna put it under have not seen but interested. All right, next here, guys, we have Bird Box. I remember watching this on Netflix when it came out. I'm gonna put it under average. It wasn't necessarily like a scary movie. It had its moments, and it had like one jump scare that I can vividly remember, but I'm gonna put that under average. It wasn't, again, it wasn't like over the top scary, but it wasn't bad at all, and it told a decent story. I have absolutely no idea what this is. All I'm seeing here is Beyond Reanimator. I think that's what it says there. I'm gonna put it under have not seen, not interested. Oh, look, and another one here, Reanimator. I've never heard of this series. I'm gonna put that here. Next here, guys, we have The Strangers. This is the Prey at Night one. Funny enough, I love the first one. The first one is probably going up to very scary. I have actually never seen any of the other ones after the first one, so I've never seen this one. I don't even know if I'm interested because I always hear bad things about these the other Strangers movies, so I'm gonna put this under not seen and not interested. Oh, we got 2 good ones coming up here. Now, a lot of you guys might not agree with me with this next choice, The Witch. And I'm gonna tell you what, this one might surprise you guys. I'm putting this up under very scary. This movie, much like The Exorcist, personally had this atmosphere about it and this like vibe while watching. And if you really pay attention to the story and how well shot it is, you kind of just get really like you get really deep into the background of the family and where they are and the witch's agenda. And not only the witch's agenda, but the whole like Satan and the devil and, you know, and all this stuff. stuff, like, and the kid getting possessed. I don't know. I found the movie to be very, very scary. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I've watched it like 3 or 4 times already. Really good movie in my personal opinion. All right, next here, guys, we have the Blair Witch Project. Oh man, this movie is such a classic. And here's the thing about this movie, man. It was very creepy, and it was very, like, it had its moments where it's scary, and then, you know, the last like 5-10 minutes of that movie, and the way that it ended, I think for me, the reason it's not going under very scary is because the way it, again, the endings with horror movies, the way it ended, I feel like they could have done a bit better of an ending with it. But like, overall though, it's still one of the best horror movies ever made, and I'm gonna put it under good. Really, really good horror movie. Next here, guys, we have Massacre 3. I don't know what this is. Like, she's like, what are they, in their underwear? I don't know what this is. Slumber Party Massacre 3. I've never seen this. Not interested. I have no idea what that is. All right, here we go. Next, we have Final Destination 5. Finally, one of the Final Destination movies. I've actually never seen 5. I've only ever seen 1 and 2. I don't even know if I've ever seen 3. I've certainly never seen 4 or 5. So I'm gonna put it under have not seen, but I am interested. I actually would like to, one Halloween or one October, I would like to watch them all, like all of the ones that have ever been made. So I'm gonna put that under have not seen, but interested. We have another one here for Children of the Corn. I don't know what this one is. I don't know if it's a recent one, but I actually have not. I don't think I've seen this one, so I'm putting it under have not seen, not interested. Invisible Man. I have not seen, not interested. I don't even know if that's really considered a horror movie. Alien, the Alien movies. You know what? The Alien movies I'm gonna put here under average. I remember vividly the Aliens movie with the S on the end. Alien one, I don't remember that well. I know I've seen it, I just don't remember it that well. I'm gonna leave it under average. All right, My Bloody Valentine. I've actually never seen this one. Not interested. I don't know which Amityville. I think it says 2 here. This is Amityville to the Possession, I think it's called. Never seen it. I'm aware of what this one is. Never seen it, but I'm not interested. The Exorcist 3. Funny enough, Exorcist 3, if you've never seen it, as one of the greatest, I'm telling you right now, the absolute all-time greatest jump scare in any horror movie. Like, if you don't believe me, if you've never seen it, go, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. Go on YouTube, type in The Exorcist 3 jump scare. Don't do any research. Don't look into it or anything like that. Just click on that clip, whatever appears on YouTube, click on it and just watch. And I'm telling you, it's one of the, it still gets me. Like, I know what's gonna happen. It still gets me. With that said, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's not that good of a movie. I'm gonna put it under average. I think, you know, just for that one jump scare, I'll put it under average. It wasn't necessarily like the greatest Exorcist movie ever. It was a very long and just it felt like it just drawed out, you know. This Alien movie, I don't think I've ever seen. Not really interested in that one. Can't tell what this one is here. All I'm seeing is Diary of the Dead. I think that's what it says. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna put it under not interested. Frankenstein, not interested. Sorry, never seen it, not interested. The Amityville Horror. Wow, this is a classic right here. If you guys have never seen it, I'm gonna put this under good. I think it's a really, especially this one here with Ryan Reynolds, it is a very, very good, well done horror movie. Another Hellraiser here. I've never seen it, but I would be interested in watching it. This next one here is Halloween. I think this is the Rob Zombie Halloween. If it is, then you know what, man, this one is going up to good. I actually would almost put it under very scary, but it wasn't necessarily like very scary because it just had like a lot of like gore and killings in it. It was like more of a slasher, but it was just such a well done movie. Really fun to watch. It's a classic, so I'm gonna put that under good. Movie here called Leatherface. I don't think I've ever seen that, so I'm gonna put that under never seen and not interested. Oh, the classic Carrie, the classic one here. I'm gonna bump this up to good. The original Carrie movie was very good, very scary, had a lot of great moments. Next here, guys, we have Us, and this is another Jordan Peele movie. I'm gonna put Us under good. I felt like it was a very weird story, but again, it's that atmosphere, and the ending wasn't necessarily the greatest, but I think it was a really good horror movie. It was a lot of fun to watch. The Thing. Funny enough, I've actually never seen this movie. I'm aware of what it is, and I'm aware of the things that are happening in this movie, but I've actually never seen it. There's another one here, look, right under it, The Thing. But yeah, I've never actually seen The Thing, but I would be interested in watching it one day. Slumber Party Massacre. How many massacres are at these slumber parties? I'm gonna put that under have not seen, not interested. Cult of Chucky, have not seen, not interested, sorry. The Rage. This is Carrie 2, The Rage. Have not seen, not interested in that one. The Mutilator, I think that's what it says there. Have not seen, not interested. Final Destination. If this is the first one, I'm gonna put this under good. If it's the first one, I think it is. It doesn't have any numbers on it. It just says Final Destination. Amityville 3D. No, I have not seen that one, not interested. Day of the Dead, have not seen, not interested. I think that's the old one from like way back in the day. Friday the 13th. I'm gonna put this one up under average. I'll put it up under average. Sleepaway Camp 2. Never even heard about this series, but there you go. Not interested. Jason in Hell. No, I don't think I've ever heard about this one here, so I'll put that under not interested. Saw 5. I feel like this is where they started to get a little greedy. Not necessarily that they weren't good movies. I'm gonna put it under average. I just don't think they weren't that good, and I don't know. They relied heavily on the gore aspect instead of just telling a really good story plus having that atmosphere, that horror atmosphere. Next up here, guys, we have Slender Man. Ruby and I actually saw this movie in the theaters. I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna put it under, oh man, I'll be honest, man, I think I'm gonna put it under did not enjoy. It just wasn't that good. I was expecting a lot more from a Slender Man like title, and it wasn't that good. All right, next up here, guys, Scary Movie. All right, I'm sorry, that's not a horror movie. It was such a funny movie though. I just don't think it was under horror. The Thing, and again, and we just passed one here. I'm gonna put that under interested, but I haven't seen. Jurassic World again. I don't think that should be under horror. I'm sorry. Invasion of the Body Snatcher. Have not seen. Not interested. Wrong Turn 6, The Last Resort. I've seen Wrong Turn 1, and I think I've seen Wrong Turn 2. I didn't even know it went up to 6. I'm gonna put that under have not seen. Not interested. Actually, you know what? I'll put it under interested. The Dentist 2. What the heck is The Dentist 2? Alien 3. Have not seen. Not interested. Oh God. Halloween 2, and again, if this is the Rob Zombie one, funny enough, Halloween 1 of the Rob Zombie films, that was a fantastic movie. Halloween 2, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't know what the hell he was doing with Halloween 2. Terrible movie. Oh, finally, one of the Scream movies, Scream 3. All right, this is gonna be bumped up all the way to, I'm gonna put it under average. The First Purge. I've actually never seen The First Purge. I'm gonna put that under, I'll put it under have not seen but interested. Halloween 2, and this is the classic. This is the classic Halloween 2. You know what, man? This is actually one of the better horror movies from the Halloween franchise. I'm gonna put that under good. The original It with Pennywise. The original It, I gotta say, man, that's a really good horror movie. If you guys have never seen the original one, it's really good. Next here, guys, we have Ready or Not. This is a fairly new horror movie. I have not seen it yet, and I'll be honest, I'm not interested. Another one here, Sleepaway Camp. Haven't seen it, not interested. Psycho 3, not interested, and I haven't seen it. Scary Movie 3. I don't know why these scary. They're not scary. They're more funny than anything. I can't see the number on this. I want to say it's Saw 3. If it is Saw 3, I'm going to put that up here under good. Like I said, the first 3 Saw movies were very, very good movies, so I'm going to put that here under good. Poltergeist 2. I'm actually going to put Poltergeist 2. I think I did see this one, if I remember correctly, and I'm going to put that under bad and just did not enjoy. The Dentist 2, I think that might be the number. The Dentist 2 or whatever it is. I didn't even know The Dentist was a horror movie like franchise. Jaws. The first Jaws. All right, let's move this up. We're moving this up here. I'm going to move this up to average. Wrong Turn 4. Have not seen. You know what? I'll put it under interested, though. Let me put it under interested because I haven't seen it yet, but I think I would like to see it one day. Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter. I have seen this one, actually. I remember watching this one, and I'll put it under average. It was all right. Next one here, guys, is Amityville. I think it says The Evil Escape. Never seen it. Not really interested in that one. Dominion. Never seen it. Not interested in that one. Paranormal Activity 4. I'm going to put this one under average. I thought it was all right. Again, it's like the first 2 were really well done. The third one was decent. It wasn't bad. But I feel like after that, they just went downhill. Another one here called just straight Poltergeist. I don't think I've ever seen that one. Not interested in that one at all. But Sleepaway Camp 3. Never seen any of those. Pet Cemetery 2. Never seen that one. Not interested. Wrong Turn 5. You know what? Again, Wrong Turn. The Wrong Turn franchise is pretty decent. So I'm going to put that under have not seen but interested. We have The Hills Have Eyes. I don't know if I put this one up already, but if it is The Hills Have Eyes, the first one, I'm going to put this up here under average. Next here, guys, is Lake Placid. I actually heard about this one. I've never seen it, but I heard about this one. I'm not interested. The Conjuring 2. You know what? I'm going to put The Conjuring 2 under good. The first one, I think, was one of the best movies ever made. Second one was decent, but it relied a bit much on the CGI aspect. But it told a great story. I love The Conjurings 1 and 2. They were great movies. Friday the 13th Part 2. I'm actually going to put this one under average. I think that was an average movie. Not bad. Not bad. Not good. Not great, but not bad. The Purge Anarchy. I have heard about this one, but I've never seen it. Not really interested in it. A Nightmare on Elm Street. This one I have seen, and this one actually belongs under good, I believe. I remember watching this one here, and it's actually a really good horror movie. Next here, guys, is Krampus. You know what? I think me and Ruby watched this one, or I think I watched it, but I think I'm gonna move this one up here to average. It was all right. It was a fun horror movie. Hellraiser Inferno. I'm gonna put the Hellraisers, all the Hellraisers I'll put under have not, well, not all all of them. But this one I have not seen. I'll put it under interested though. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I mean, sure. I'll put this under average. It wasn't necessarily bad movie. I'll put it under average. Over here, just titled Jason. I don't know if I've seen this one here. I'll put it under have not seen, not interested. Candyman. Oh, buddy. Candyman, the original Candyman. I'm gonna put this under good, ladies and gentlemen. This is a really good horror movie. You got Children of the Corn. Not interested, never seen it. Evil Dead 2, another absolute classic within the horror genre. I'm gonna put this under good, really good. I almost consider putting this under very scary because that's how good this movie is. But I'm gonna leave it under good. Dark Web. I don't know if I've seen this one. I'm gonna put this under have not seen and not interested. Got another one here for The Hills Have Eyes. I don't know which one that is. I'm gonna put this under have not seen, not interested. We have The Invasion. Have not seen, not interested. We have Scream 2. This is an absolute classic here, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be bumped up to good. I think this is a good one. Chopping Mall. Never heard of it. Never, you're not interested at all. Annabelle Creations. There we go. Now we're talking. This one is actually going to be bumped up to good and damn near almost very scary. But I'm going to leave it under good because it had a great story. It had really good jump scares and overall enjoyed it a lot. The original Scream. Hey man, this is an absolute classic. Can I just scroll up? No, I have to do it like this. Yeah, this is a classic here, folks. This is going to be under good. 100%. All right, next here, guys, we have Wreck. I don't know if that's a 4 next to it, but I've actually never seen any of the Wreck movies. So I'm going to put this under have not seen, but interested. Jaws 3, have not seen, not interested. Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the remake one. I did see this one. It wasn't bad. It wasn't necessarily bad. Again, it's just the endings. They could do better with the endings. I'm gonna put it under average. The original Piranha. I remember watching this one as a kid. I'm gonna put this under average. Oh my God, The Mist. Oh my, and you know what? Speaking of like how horror movies don't get the endings right, this is one of the most heartbreaking endings and just messed up endings to any horror movie I think I've ever seen. I'm gonna put it under good just for that goddamn ending. Texas Chainsaw 3D. I have not seen it and I'm not interested in that one. Jurassic Park. I don't think that's necessarily considered a horror movie. It didn't scare me at all. I thought it was just like really thrilling and just fun. We got a couple quick ones here because I'm looking at them ahead. Scary Movie 4, not a horror movie, in my personal opinion. Poltergeist 3, not interested, never seen it. Sleepaway Camp 4, not interested, never seen it. We have The Purge, the first Purge. I have seen this one, an absolute classic of a horror movie. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be bumped up to good. Jaws 2, I actually did see this one. I remember seeing this one. I'm going to put it under, I want to put it under bad, and I'll leave it under just average. All right, The Purge Election Year. I don't think I've seen this one here, so I'm going to put it under have not seen, not interested. The Fly, I am completely aware of what The Fly movie is. Have not seen it though, not interested in it. Nightmare on Elm Street, I believe that's, yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Have not seen that one, not interested. The original Halloween. This is a hell of a movie here, folks. I'm going to put this under good. I think it's a very, very good horror movie, and I'm going to put it right here. Next one here, guys, is The Exorcist 2. I have seen it. I just don't remember if I liked it or not. I'm going to leave it under average just because I don't think it was bad, but I don't think it was that good either. Oh, this movie, this is a classic here, folks. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend go watch it. This is Trick or Treat, and I'm going to put this under good. Next here, guys, is Prometheus. I have never seen this movie. I'm aware of what it is, but I've never seen it. I'm going to put it under have not seen, but interested. Oh, here we go, man. 28 Days Later. If you're a big fan of like the zombie movies, I highly recommend this one. And you know what? I'm actually going to put this one under very scary. They did such a fantastic job. I'm not even big on zombies. I love The Walking Dead and I love a few of the zombie movies, but I'm not necessarily big on the zombies like genre, but this movie, it was just so well done. Dawn of the Dead. I don't think I've seen this one. I'm going to put it under have not seen and not interested. Your Next, have not seen, not interested, but I've seen that poster before. Wrong Turn 2. This one I think I have seen. I'm going to put it under average right now just because I honestly don't remember it that well, but I do feel like I've seen Wrong Turn 1 and 2. Final Destination 2. I'm going to put this under, let's put it under average. Yeah, I'll put it under average. Not good, not great, but not bad. Wreck 3. Haven't seen any of the Wreck movies. I haven't seen any of the Wreck movies, but I would be interested in watching them. So I'm actually going to put this under have not seen, but interested. Invisible Man. This was a very, very good movie. I don't know if I would put it more so. It had its moments, sure. I'm going to put it under average. It was a very good. Now, you know what? I'm changing my mind. I'm going to put it under good because it was such a well done movie. I believe that's Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Have not seen that one. Not interested. Scary movie, not horror in my personal opinion. Unfriended. Wow. You know what? For Unfriended, I'm gonna put Unfriended under average. I remember watching this movie. Again, it's one of those, it's not great, but it's not bad. This next one here is part of the Saw collection, the Saw franchise. This is one I have not seen, but I am interested in seeing it one day. A Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I have not seen this one. I don't think I'm very much interested in that one. Slumber Party Massacre. Again, I didn't even know that was a franchise. The original and the first Final Destination. This goes under very good. I mean, this was a game changer for a lot of the horror movie franchise here, and just a fantastic movie. All right, next up here, guys, The Strangers. This one is such a classic horror movie, and actually, it's going up to very scary. Still think about this movie a lot too. Like, this movie's had so many creepy moments. Scary Movie 2, I'm gonna put that under not horror. I'm sorry. Friday the 13th. This is I don't know what part this is, but it says Jason's Lives. I don't think I've seen that one. It Chapter 1. You know what, man? It Chapter 1 was really, really well done, and I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I'm gonna put this up on very scary because it had really good moments, and again, just very well done. Halloween 3, and I think this is like the old Halloween 3. I don't think I've ever seen it, and I'm not necessarily interested. Halloween Resurrection, never seen it, not interested. I'm aware of what it is. Alien Covenant, never seen it, not interested. Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, I'm sorry, again, never seen it, not interested. Halloween 5, never seen it, not interested, sorry. I don't know what movie this is. It just says Dead Zone. I don't know of a movie, so I'm gonna say name Dead Zone. I'm put never seen it, not interested. Happy Death Day. If you guys have never seen Happy Death Day, I highly recommend watching it. I'm gonna put this under good. This is a really good horror movie. Halloween H2O, never seen it, not interested. Jurassic Park 3, not a horror movie in my personal opinion. Hush, now we're talking. This is a really good horror movie. Again, one of those that I highly recommend watching. If you've never seen it, go check it out for yourselves. I'm put that under good. I don't know what Candyman this is, but I don't think I've seen it, so I'm put under never seen and not interested. And if this is the, I believe this is, it doesn't have a number, so I'm gonna assume it's the original Saw. You know what, folks? This movie was once again an absolute game changer, and when it came out, everybody was talking about it. It was a very scary, creepy movie, a lot of gore, and just really good overall. I'm putting it under very scary. I think this is the newest Pet Cemetery. I think me and Ruby saw it, and wasn't necessarily that good, I don't think. So I'm gonna put that under, I'll leave it under average. Predator, I've actually never seen any of the Predator movies. Funny enough, I've never seen any of them. Survival of the Dead, I've never seen that. I don't even know what movie that is. This Psycho movie, don't think I've ever seen it, not interested. This is Silent Night, Deadly Night 5, not interested, sorry. Next one here, guys, is Paranormal Activity. This is the first one, and this one is absolutely going in the S tier. This movie was such a game changer. Once again, just a fantastic horror movie. Scared the hell out of me, certain scenes, and just really well done. And sadly, Paranormal Activity, The Ghost I mentioned, Ruby and I saw this movie, and it just wasn't that good. I'm gonna leave it under average because the one that came after this one was absolutely awful in comparison. So this one, I'm gonna leave it under average. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. Leatherface, I don't know if I've seen this one. If it's the one that was on Netflix, then yes, I did see it. I'm gonna leave it under average if it's the one from Netflix, the Netflix original one. I'm gonna leave it under average just because that one I did enjoy slightly. I thought the ending of that one was decent. And finally, I was waiting for this one here, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, Hereditary. This one is jumping up to very scary, and it scared the daylights out of me. Whoops, I switched one here by accident. Wait, average. Nope, that goes under good. Got it. All right, sorry. Yeah, I think I moved Saw to good. I think that was the one. I hope that was the one. And here we go, man. Very good. The last 15 minutes of this movie is some of the scariest things you're ever gonna experience watching a movie. I saw this movie in a theater. People literally walked out of the theater because they couldn't handle this movie. Next here, guys, is Children of the Corn. I think it says Revelation. I think I've never seen it. Not interested. An Amityville movie. I don't think I've seen that one. Not interested. Friday the 13th Part 3. I don't think I've seen it. Not interested. Zombieland, I mean, sure. I mean, this is a really good movie. I don't know how scary it is or how much of a horror movie it is. I mean, I guess there's zombies in it, so I mean, I guess that's something. So I'll move it to good because it's one of my favorite movies. It's a great movie, but I just don't think it's that necessarily that much of a horror movie. Predator with Arnold, I'm aware of what this movie is. Never seen it. Not interested. The Babysitter, I saw this one. This is the one on Netflix. Decent movie. Not bad. So I'm gonna put this one up over here under average. Wrong Turn, there it is. I'm gonna gonna bump this one up to average. I'm gonna say average here. It's not for everybody, and it wasn't necessarily great, but it wasn't bad either. Saw 6, and again, this is where they got a little greedy. I've seen it. Not necessarily. I'm gonna leave it under average. I think they could have done more with this one. I didn't realize there were this many of the Wreck movies, but I've never seen Wreck, the original, or Record. I'm gonna put that under have not seen but interested. Never Hike Alone. Never seen it. Don't even know what that is. Not interested. Child's Play 2. Sorry, not interested. Never seen it. Predator 2. Not interested. Never seen it. Hellbound, Hellraiser. This is Hellraiser 2. Actually, I don't know if I've seen this one, but I'm gonna put it under that I have not seen. I don't think I've seen it, but I'd be interested in watching it. I don't know what this one is. All I'm seeing is the word body. Oh, Body Snatchers. Never seen it. Not interested. The Lost World, Jurassic Park. That is not a horror movie. Alien versus Predator. Never seen it. Not interested. Friday the 13th. I don't know what part that is, but I know for a fact I have not seen it. Not interested. Another Friday the 13th here. Not interested. Chucky. Not interested. Sorry, never seen it. My Bloody Valentine 3D. I've heard about this movie. I've actually never seen it, but I'm honestly not interested in that one. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I wonder if this is the original one. I've never seen it. I've never seen the original Texas Chainsaw, but I'm not interested in watching it either. Halloween 4. Not interested. Haven't seen it. Children of the Corn. I believe that's a 4. Never seen it. Not interested. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm gonna bump this one up to, oh man, this was such a bad movie. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave it under bad. It's a cult classic, I think, but it just wasn't that good of a movie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys here, man. Final Destination 3. I don't know if I've seen it. I'm gonna put it under have not seen but interested. The Descent 2. Sadly, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to say here, I put The Descent, the first one, in very scary. The Descent 2, unfortunately, did not enjoy, and I just felt like it was a bad movie. Piranha 3 Double D. I've never seen it. I'm assuming it has even more nudity than the other one did, the Piranha 3D. Happy Death Day 2U. I've actually never seen this one. I didn't even know that there was a sequel to Happy Death Day. I'm gonna put that under have not seen but interested. Psycho. I've actually never seen the original Psycho, but I'm not really interested in watching that one. A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, I believe that's the number. Never seen it. Not interested. Child's Play 3. Never seen it. Not interested. Silent Night, something night. I don't know what that says, but no, I'm not interested in that one. Hellraiser. Here we go. Man, I remember watching this movie. I'm actually gonna put this one under very scary. I remember watching this movie, and this movie was really graphic, man. Certain scenes I just wasn't prepared for, and it freaked me out. Child's Play, I've seen it, and it just wasn't scary, and I've already put a couple of these up here. I don't know why there's so many. I don't even know if this just copies or if it's just like different movies, but just in my opinion, bad. We got 2 left here, folks. We have Scream 4. I'm gonna put Scream 4 under good. I think if you guys haven't seen the Screams 1 through 5, those are actually pretty decent movies, so I'm gonna put these under good here for Scream 4. And lastly, we have, this is the last one here, folks. We have Tremors. I don't think I've ever seen Tremors, and I'm not really interested in it. Man, that was a long ass list, 200 plus horror movies. And I mean, there you have it. My very scary ones, my S tiers, consist of The Conjuring 1, The Exorcist, The Descent, The Shining, Saw 2, A Witch, 28 Days Later, The Strangers, It Chapter 1, the new one, Saw, the first one, Paranormal Activity 1, Hereditary, and Hellraiser. I don't know who in their right mind wouldn't put The Ring in this horror movie list, but they just completely forgot to put The Ring. The Ring would be up there too and very scary. Another movie for me that would be up in like the S tier, the very scary, would be The Exorcism of Emily Rose. That movie messed me up, man. There you guys have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. I mean, that was a lot of goddamn movies. It's funny how many movies I thought I would. I mean, a lot of these are just franchises I've never even heard of before, like the Jack Frost and the Silent Night, Deadly Nights, whatever it is. I've never even heard of these. The Reanimator, the Slumber Party Massacre, the Dentist, the Sleepaway Camp. But anyways, man, there you guys have it. Though that's. But anyways, man, there you guys have it. That is my tier list of the 200 plus horror movies that you can find over on the Tier Maker website. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoyed the content and just everything that we spoke about here, my feedback, my opinions on certain movies. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys got to say in the comment section below. And man, thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around throughout this entire video, hey, big salute to you guys, because I know this was a long video, but I thank you all very much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Turn on notifications and drop a like. Once again, drop a like on today's video. I'm gonna call it, man. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, my name is Gray. Peace.